Next, it's important to use these metrics when comparing quantum networking solutions or benchmarking quantum networks. So the metrics will help us compare and contrast different solutions in quantum networking. Metrics such as fidelity, rate, efficiency, and cost are easy to compare across hardware platforms and can be compared across quantum networking protocols to have very strong comparisons across both of these things. Furthermore, metrics can guide quantum network design decisions. So as we set up networks, we should be thinking about the metrics we want to capture and the metrics that we might want to optimize before we purchase hardware. So to optimize metrics before we get to the hardware, we should be using simulation tools. Components are integrated together. Furthermore, we can use experimental results to gain further insights about how different quantum networks perform. For an example, we can look at a single quantum networking task, which is quantum key distribution, and compare different solutions and the key rates they achieve across different distances. So in this recent paper, phase matching quantum key distribution based on single photon entanglement, a number of different key distribution protocols are analyzed. They each utilize different hardware technologies, mostly all photonic, and some use, we have one bound for no repeaters in place, and this orange line is a bound for having a single repeater in place. And you can see with all of these different protocols, they have different scalings with the transmission distance. Some protocols have higher key rates at higher differences, others do not. However, what the best solution is for your use case might not always be what has the highest key rate at the longest distance. It might be dependent upon the hardware cost, as well as the transmission distance and the key rates needed. So it's a more complex equation than just picking the best performing protocol, because you should be thinking about, well, what distances do you actually need to cover in your network, and how much money do you have to purchase hardware? So different hardware solutions and different protocols will require different hardware setups, which means they will have different costs associated with them. So it becomes a trade-off problem once again. So given the key rate that you desire, the distance over which you need to transmit keys, and your budget, the solution that fits best can be determined.